were very competitive against Salmi in the game on Monday, where they were going very well at about, they were 86 after 5 against Zalmi, but then we had a power outage and it was reduced to a 5-over game, and Zalmi got over the line. So it's a shame for them. Zalmi, though, a big win against the Tigers earlier on, and big in for them is Zahir Safi, who's doing very well with the bat for the Zalmi side. Kangaroos, they'll love a win, but they'll be batting first, which I think is pretty good for them. They just had a pretty hard game in the last game against the Super Kings, so they might have a bit of a rest. Hopefully...
Final frontier. And I had it in 3 sections. One I thought would happen soonish, like let's say within a year or so. Another that was kind of longer term, and another which is like one day. Right? So they were kind of Class A, Class B, Class C. Now, one of them in Class A was, like I said, 200s in innings. Let's get ready for this game, though, as we are underway, and it's Saad Riaz. He gets tucked around the corner. Doesn't go all the way. In fact, it'll just be a long single. This is Morosi out there with Matty Ainsworth. They stick with the same opening combination, the Kangaroos. So my other things that I thought would be, sooner rather than later, and by sooner I mean in the next year or two, 7-wicket haul. Still think it'll happen one day. And a 9-ball 50. So I think I mentioned those yesterday. We've had quite a few. I'd say we've had 6 or 7 now 10-ball 50s. So 9-ball 50 I think would be possible. And actually we saw it done in T20I, but not an ECN. Earlier this year it was done in Nepal. Now here's the next batch. A 200 chase. So we've had 1 or 2 times. It was a game in Switzerland. It was 203 to 178. But I remember that the batting team, batting second, they were actually chasing 204. They were 153 after 7.
Not bad.
As this is clipped away, and it's going to get under Usman Mohammed. Well, he looked like he was about 83 years old there as he tried to get down to it. That's classic kind of trying to get back on the horse kind of stuff, but it will be a boundary to Morosi. Good shot.
Yeah, nice shot. And first boundary.
So, okay, 200 chase. Yeah, so in that game, then a couple of overs which went for 2 each, and that killed it. They ended up 178, but still 203 to 178. I think one day we'll see a 200 chase. Maybe within 5 years. We'll see. One of them was a 20-ball century. So we have had a 21-ball century. We actually had a 22-ball century on Monday. But I think one day we'll see a 20-ball century. Now I've seen some of the stuff that's happening. Having said that, it's like getting 10-ball 50s back-to-back. But I think that can happen. We've had a few instances, maybe 7 or so, of 4 wickets and 4 balls. I think someone will get 5 wickets and 5 balls one day. One day.
Why not go the full over?
Well, yeah. That would be obviously another layer down. Because, to do that, you need to be bowling with less than 4 wickets down to start. But yeah, no, perfect over. That'd be theoretically possible.
Team getting rolled for 0?
Yeah, again, now we're talking like once in 1,000 years. Goes up in the air, and Osama's going to have to chase that one again. It's going to be 4 more. So Morosi, he loves it there, doesn't he? He loves it straight. And he helps himself to another 4. Okay, so the big bang, as Corey calls it, a 50-run over. So we've had 45, I think, 3 times now. 45. But that's just one more 7-up away. Yeah. Or a 5-up, or a minimum away from a 50 run over. That's where Corey thinks the ECN universe will implode on itself. As we wait for the next delivery.
The 200-run plus golden ball.
Yeah, potentially. That's probably up there with Chase, with the same likelihood. That'll be the end of the first over here, and the Kangaroo reached the second half of their group campaign. Again, it's a very Morosi shot. He opens himself up. He's got such a good eye. He smacks it away from the fielder, and he gets 4 more. Yeah,
lovely shot. And you can tell he does line that up pretty early. It's very square on and hits it through that mid-wicket area. I'm going to plug the gap down there.
I'm going to throw this open to the viewers because we know we've got heaps of people in the chat that love to interact with us. What would you like to see in the 2025 ECN calendar? Oh, all sorts of things have been talked about.
So you're not going to give me any hints, so you're going to give me hints later?
Well, because it's so...
I know.
It's still fuzzy.
I know. Yeah, give me...
See what I can...
Yeah.
I can show it to you for 7 seconds and then then confiscate it.
You have to destroy it.
That's a slow ball. Probably smart to change the pace with Morosi, determined to kind of go to that leg side. Yeah,
So,
what would you like to see? What in particular you like to see more of in the calendar? Or less of?
Yeah, I think somewhere with a really nice sunny, watery backdrop, like a seaside location. Oh, this is not well hit.
It's a good miss hit because it's not going to carry to the field or just a single.
Yeah, somewhere really picturesque.
Yeah, one of the grounds that you probably don't see it because it don't play too much cricket during the day there is Gibraltar.
Mm.
Yeah, Gibraltar is fantastic.
Oh, everything's by the seaside in Gibraltar.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah, it's a brilliant location, Europa Point. Is that a nick? It is. It's that trademark shot from Morosi. It got him 19 runs, but also gets him out. Riaz finally gets his man, and the Kangaroos lose their first wicket, 23 for 1.
Pretty good effort there from Morosi, though. And it was, thick edge, neatly taken. Not much sting in this game at the moment from Zalmi. But it's a pretty good start, though, for the Kangaroos. So, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing where their cricket's going to next year. So they're new places.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at... Obviously, we hit the UK for the first time. We hit the British Isles for the first time. So we've gone across the channel. And obviously, we see countries like Jersey, like Guernsey, like Isle of Man, that we've had now involved in our event. So we'd like to find a way to get there.
That makes sense.
There's other countries... We would love to somehow have a footprint and actually play cricket in every single one of the countries. But we're talking 31 of them now, right? 31 of them.
Turkey's another one, which...
Turkey is in there for sure.
That would be difficult, though, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Logistically.
So, I mean, what I like is, for example, I'm pretty sure there'll be a Turkish side again in the Bulgarian ECS coming up. So we saw Istanbul KSK there last year, and I think we'll see a Turkish representative there again. So, I mean, there are ways. I mean, obviously, Croatia, Serbia, and Slovenia have all had sides in the Croatian ECS. Maybe that one could be moved around a bit. But it's, like I said, it's quite amazing, actually, how far we've come from just one 3-day tournament in 2019 to now have...
Was that a 3-day tournament?
3 days wouldn't get any longer. So that's basically going to be 4 unearned runs in addition to the wide. Yeah, Lorne Burns had none for 20, ended up with 6 for 20. All right, well, it could be a no ball, because it's very high. It'll probably be caught. It is. But remember, I think we already had a bouncer in the over, and I just don't see how this isn't above his shoulder. We'll check it out in the replay. And, does he get a reprieve here? Yeah, definitely. As long as that one earlier in the over was, that big wide down the leg side, remember? And I think you have to call it. So it's going to be a no ball, free hit to come. Good umpiring.
Favorite tournament ever. It was so random, and it grew deep. So random, and it grew deep love for ECN cricket. This is in the air, should be out, is it? Nice catch, really nice catch out there. And, well, that's the end of Robbie, unfortunately. But it's Saad Riaz, goes along the boundary. And they're difficult as well. Always going away from him, sliced. And let's have a look. And he's going away. He's over the boundary at one stage with his hands. And